Hi, this is Rachel Goklowski from Cooking with Mrs. G, and today we have some chaga, and we're going to talk about how to get this chaga into little bits and pieces. Some people will put it into grinders, food processors, or into a coffee grinder, and it tends to destroy those machines. So what we have here is we've got some hammers, we have an old pillowcase, and we're going to load the chaga up into the pillowcase. So my helpers here are going to help me open up the pillowcase and put the pieces of chaga in there. Yeah, so we are in late November. This is a great time of year to collect chaga. You actually don't want to collect chaga in the spring and summer because the medicinal value isn't as high then. You want to collect it in the late fall, even in the winter time, because that's when the medicinal value is the highest. You want to collect chaga sustainably. You want to leave 20 to 40% of the chaga still on the tree. And the lighter the chaga, the more corky and golden the chaga is, the less mature it is. So actually that immature chaga doesn't even really have much medicinal value. Leave that on the tree and it will come back year after year, and you can come back year after year and collect it as it emerges from the center of the tree.
Yes.
Yes, so we are getting this all in here because we can probably collect that dust from the tray later. And we're going to take this outside and give it a good bashing. Okay, so we're outside. We found a pretty flat rock, and we've got all our chaga in the bottom of the pillowcase. And we're going to hammer away at it. Be careful. Watch your fingers. Yeah, we want to get the chaga in teeny tiny little pieces. The reason why we're doing this is that the smaller the pieces, the more medicine we will get out when we prepare the chaga into a tea or a tonic or a tincture. What we're trying to do is expose as many cell walls as possible in the chaga so that we can, access the medicine. As you know, you can't just eat medicinal mushrooms. You have to extract the medicine out in some way, either through heat or alcohol. And what that does is there's a lot of chitin in these mushrooms because their job is to break down wood, and as they're breaking down wood, they get woody themselves. So when you pulverize the chaga, you are exposing as many cell walls as possible to help you get that medicine out.
Mom. So I think so.
So here is what the chaga looks like now. It's really pulverized, and I had dried this chaga. I didn't do this fresh from the tree. I harvested the chaga, and then I broke it into small bits, as you saw in the beginning of this video, and then I let it dry near my furnace for about a week. And once it was fully dried, then I pulverized it. I mean, you can pulverize it before it's dried if you like as well. That's just what I happen to do with this bunch of it. And I'm going to put this in a jar and keep it until I'm ready to use it to make medicine. So once it's fully dried, you can jar it and it will stay in the jar, for a year or more. So there it is. It's ready to make medicine with. And this is Rachel Goklowski from Cooking with Mrs. G. If you live in the Worcester, Massachusetts area, feel free to like my Facebook if you live within driving distance of Worcester, Massachusetts, because I do give classes. I teach how to make medicine out of medicinal mushrooms. I also teach foraging and do mushroom walks and beginning mushrooming classes and workshops. So my Facebook is Cooking with Mrs. G. And again, this is Rachel Goklowski. Happy foraging.